hands together for Terrell Tichenor.
All right, y'all, let's get this out of the way. I wear a lot of denim. It's because it protects me from the elements, like wind and water and pussy, so I know what I'm doing. Let's talk about time travel for a second. Anybody here think about time travel? Okay, the rest of you guys are living in the moment. That's cool. Being a black guy, I don't have a lot of time travel options. So my time travel wishes are a lot smaller scale. So like rather than go back in time and like kill Hitler, I would just like go back and release superhero movies without people talking shit about them on the internet. Like I'd go to June 20th, 1981, the day after Superman 2 is released, and release like Man of Steel. And I'd ask people about it. All the headlines would be, Superman flies, doesn't look stupid, 4 stars. I'd be so rich. I want to be rich. I don't need to be super rich though. I just want to be like rich enough to not have to worry about like data usage on my phone. Because I spend a lot of time looking at stupid pictures on Facebook. There's one of them that I really hate, and it's because I think it's inconsiderate. It's the one that says, if you remember this, then your childhood was awesome. And it'll have like a picture of Tommy from the Rugrats. I think it's inconsiderate because, like, what if your dad just used to beat you whenever he heard a xylophone? That picture should say, if you remember this, go back to work. I'm thinking a lot about my childhood. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a rapper because I was typical. When I was growing up, a lot of guys would just like rap about shit that happened on Scarface. So what I was gonna do was I was just gonna rap about stuff that happened on The Wire. Like remember when Bubs was putting hats on cats, like stuff like that? That would have been my first album. My second album, you gotta get a little bit more dark and real and gritty. And so I would have just talked about shit that happened on Oz. Because when I was a kid, I really liked Oz. It's a show about this fictional prison on HBO. And so the reason I think I liked Oz so much is because like little kids see themselves in things and that's what they like. Like little girls will see like princesses and be into princess, and little boys will see like superheroes. I was a little black kid, so I was super into jail. So Justice League was like, Oz was like my Justice League, basically. So when my parents found out that I was super into Oz, their thought was, this is a problem, because they loved me. And so what they decided to do was they were going to send me to this Scared Straight type program. So to get ready, I just watched a lot more Oz. And so we get there, and it's a situation where they got us on a wall, and all the kids are on the wall, and they're like yelling at us, and all the kids are freaking out, but I'm stone-faced. I'm like 3 seasons deep into Oz. And so one of the guys sees me, and he's like, hey, bro, this not a problem for you? Drop down and give me some push-ups. So me, in my preparation, I looked at him and said, fuck you, pay me. And he looked at me and said, oh, so you've been watching Oz. I was in Seattle for a really long time before I moved back out here, so it's cool seeing black people again. One thing I missed about being out here was like the brand of racism in Atlanta, because it's so much nicer. It's almost like biting into like a Tootsie Roll Pop, but instead of like that chocolatey center, like that owl pops out and calls me the N-word. It's like 1, 2, nigger. Everybody's hair got bigger when I came back here. And everybody's got like an entourage now. Like I've noticed everyone has like their entourage, like their group of dudes with like made up job titles that justify their friendship. And I just think I'd be a really good candidate for one of those jobs. So if anybody needs like an assistant VP, head of marketing and online editing, hit me up. I do the shit out of that made up job. I make you look really cool in crowded places. All right, you guys, I'm Terrell. I'm going to go out on that. Thanks.
Keep it going for Terrell Tichenor.